Yes, I'm sorry I'm late again. Good God, trying to set the page up, the video up, so that it can be uploaded more easily to Instagram. Hoping this is working okay. I'm going to wait for some comments to come up and make sure everything's the way it's supposed to be. Not sure. This is so much fun. Comment moderation. Hold on. Something here I can do. Okay, no, we're good. Okay. Hello, here's everybody here. Is everybody coming up? Awesome. Okay. Hi, Jana, Bonita, Halls, Kelly. Okay, everyone's coming up. Thanks, guys. Sorry to be late. It's been one of those days that you just, hey, Karen, Kelly. You could just crawled back into bed, just got up and said, this is a bad idea. This whole waking up and getting going. I have just woke up. My fridge stopped working. My new fridge. I just bought it in August. And so that's been fun. The freezer, luckily, is at least keeping things cold so I can move stuff up, although the meats are certainly all gone. And what else? It was just one of those, it just kept rolling from there. So I'm happy to be sitting here tonight. I'm happy it's almost over. So the as I noted in the description of today's topics, the pressure that's coming at people, and we are, it's crushing. Even as we just want to move, do something, and we're just completely being hamstringed, is what it really feels like. And it's just almost an impossible energy to navigate right now. So how do I look? Is this doing okay? It's weird. This Facebook Live is different than YouTube, and it's a little tiny window that I'm trying to see how that looks. Guess it's okay, right? Closer, further? I'm not sure. All right. So what's going on? Well, not much has changed since last week, except that we moved into Scorpio season. Woo woo! Scorpios are going to show us how it's done. Blow it up, Scorpios. Nobody gives a shit. Just blow it up. We still have Mercury retrograde. It'll be retrograde until November 3rd, right in time for election, and that's when it gets really extreme. It goes into its shadow after that. But those last few days of Mercury retrograde are vicious. And we have Mars retrograde through the 17th of November. It's whatever transition is going to happen after the election is going to be going with a Mars retrograde, and that's what's really putting the pressure on us. And, when everyone's standing by watching in terms of planetary action is really, what are you going to do here? What are you going to fix? What are you going to address? What's going to happen? It's an interesting time. Animals are very clingy, acting very strange, and sadly, horribly, a lot of broken hearts out there. We're seeing people leaving, animals leaving, pets leaving, in record numbers. It has been a long time since I have seen this many deaths, and sudden deaths, not lingering slow, but just bam. And it's pretty dreadful. Hold on. More people are over here. Hey, Sandy. See you tomorrow, right? Sandy's in tomorrow reading. It was lovely seeing you, Jackson. These masks are killing me. Hey, Nicole. Hey, Patty. Aaron. Oh, my God. See him. Okay. Joan. All right. This is so weird. I'm sorry. Amanda. Aaron. Yeah. Kaboom. Betcha. Betcha. I'm counting on those Scorpios to blow it up. I'm counting on them. Although, I believe Joe Biden's a Scorpio himself, isn't he? I think so. He's a Scorpio, and Hillary Clinton's a Scorpio. So, and then we have Gemini, Donald Trump. Should be interesting. Those two energies combine, Gemini and correct me, am I right? Joe Biden is a Scorp, right? He doesn't act like a Scorpio in a lot of ways. He doesn't strike me. Hillary, out of the gate, she's a Scorpio. Joe's one of those quiet Scorps. Kind of sneak up on you. Hey, Paul. Good, Sandy. I'm glad I got that right. I just posted the fare for tomorrow. So Sandy is here tomorrow at the shop. Pina, angel reading Pina, and Patty, who does crystal ball. Um, why do I know? I can remember the type of when you can touch something and get emotions and get stories out of touching something. And then she's a medium. Pina's also a medium. So Sandy does great tarot reading. She also does soul portraits, um, which is pretty much your higher self, and talks and reads a little bit while you're doing that. So that's a really neat thing. Yeah, but the cusp. We're here. Hey, Michael. So and Michael's here. He did the great paint job that some of you admired, or so many of you admired on Talisman. I painted last week, or had it painted, and it's a really cool green that a lot of people didn't like my green when I first presented the green. I think Michael was one of them. It was like, it's important that you like it, right? The most objective, very diplomatic way of putting it. As long as you like it, like, and I do. But China was saying it changes colors depending on the light. It turns blue, gray, yellow, green, blue, green. It's really a neat color. So scamming, not sure, Paul. What's going on? Okay, so anyway, Scorpio and Gemini. Very often we see those two signs come together in partnership, in marriages. Certainly my brother Michael, who's a Gemini, with Scorpio Kim. The attraction between Scorpio and Gemini, the air and the water, is the intelligence. Scorpio needs someone who can keep up and go deep, and Gemini is scattered, but things fire very quickly. Gemini is the third house that rules communication, technology. Uh, these are the people that can't get that phone going fast enough, can't get the information flowing quickly enough. My brother is working on our genealogy, and it's been fascinating how quickly he's getting and how fast he's going backwards in our family tree. So it's really a cool thing. It's nice. Thank you, Michael. it's nice. I'm going to be looking for that. I'm looking for a carved wooden door, an antique door to go on front. I've got a standard 6 panel right now, and I'll do it with a nice brushed purple finish. So we'll always have a purple door at Talisman. I can assure you of that. Let's see what else is going on. This has been rough, guys. It's been rough. The shop's been busy. The readings are tough. The energy isn't particularly high, so it's kind of like slogging through mud when you're reading the cards. And that doesn't mean the bad thing. It's a stuck energy. And I've said this: if I could just skip doing readings until the middle of November, I would. I just have so many people that I'm lined up all over the place doing readings, but it's there's like a big hole in the reading because no one knows what's going to happen next. Like, no one knows. Some of the Wall Street people, the financial people that I've been reading, have talked about the possibility, not it's definitely going to happen, but the possibility of global recession, global depression. I had a lovely reading earlier with a girl who works in finance, I said, well, the stock market's booming, and it's both wonderful and terrifying. Because when it booms like that, when it drops fast and it drops hard. So from a financial standpoint, these are strange times. We are straddling the fence big time in so many ways. So everyone needs to be really clear, take care of yourself, get enough rest. These are uncertain times. So I was thinking about something. I was talking to someone about this, and I thought I would share it with you because a lot of you do readings. A lot of you are psychic, empathic, and so I thought I would talk about a dilemma or a situation that comes up periodically, and that is how people receive readings. Now, one thing I don't do, and one thing I don't allow in the shop, is what I call ambush readings, and that is like Long Island Medium, where now that's a TV show. Be really clear, it's a reality TV show, but where she would just walk up to people and say, there's someone around you or there's this person. And I'm dicey on that. That's never allowed in the shop. You listen, if my stepfather was around, I'd be like, I don't want to talk to him, and you shouldn't talk to somebody that you don't want to. I don't care how badly. It's why I don't do mediumship. I don't care, you know. I've yet to meet a spirit that wants to talk about cure for cancer or maybe some winning lottery number. God, I'd be passing out like Halloween candy, if I could do that. They really want to talk about very mundane things, important, valuable things, just not things that I'm particularly interested in. Here's Patty, reader number 2 for tomorrow. How you doing, Patty? You have a 12 o'clock lined up already, just so you know. So front and center, first thing in the morning, first thing as we open up. Hey, Janice, how are you doing? You Scorpio? There you go. Count on you, Scorps, man. That's the other thing is you guys are planners. You are the most cerebral of the water signs. If of the three of us, Pisces, Cancer, Scorp's gonna be more logical. You're able to kind of almost surgically remove the emotion from the situation and move forward. And that's not something that Pisces or Cancer does very easily or very well. So anyway, the idea of reading. So I have twice had this happen where you read somebody and it's something that people get scared or nervous about. But my friend Megan, who I adore, Megan Casey, dear friend of mine, called me one day a few years ago, and she said to me, "Hey, Laura," she had this like wonderful New York accent. "Laura, can I ask you a question?" And I'm like, "Of course, Megan. What's up?" She goes, "Listen, when you do a reading, you do a really good job. Do people let you know you did a good job, that you did something, really good?" I'm like, "Yeah, Megan, not really, not so much." She goes, "Explain that to me. I don't get it." I'm like, "Well," I said, "a lot of times when things come true, even if they're good, people get scared. And they're afraid that somehow you got information from a bad source or you're working with some dark energy and somehow that binds them to it and they get scared. So no, a lot of people don't come forward." She's like, "Don't get it, but I want to tell you something because you should know." I'm like, "All right." She goes, "So listen, taking this bartending class, right? Can you imagine? I'm not going to be a bartender. Just want to take the class. And all these young kids are in there. And there's this one young kid, Asian kid, really good looking." Oh no. What is going on? Why are we having trouble playing the video? Guys, can you still see me or do we just get disconnected? Somebody comment. Hey, Lisa Marie. Okay, I think we're having problems here. Oh no. Guys, are we done? Oh no. Really? Somebody comment, you see me. Okay, you know what? Then I'm just gonna, all right, I can't see me. The screen went black for me. Fun. All right, I'm gonna keep talking. My crazy story. So she's like, "There's this young kid. He's got this like, everyone's looking at a really good looking kid, but he's got this tattoo on his finger." All right, I'm gonna keep talking. And she says, "I'm thinking, what's that tattoo say?" I'm looking at him, looking at the tattoo, and at one point, these girls, they go in front of me, is talking, and she's like, "I gotta ask him, what's that tattoo you got?" And he's like, "Oh, yeah." He says, "The tattoo is commemorative. I had cancer. I actually had skin cancer. It was really serious, stage 4. They got it just in time." And she's like, "Oh my God, it's terrible." And he says, "Well, it's the weirdest thing. My mom went to go see this psychic in Monroe, and I think her name is Linda." And of course Megan's like, "Is it Laura, tall blonde girl?" And he's like, "Yeah, Laura, yeah, at that shop. She was Talisman. It's Talisman, right?" And he's like, "Yeah, it's Talisman. Yeah." And she was doing a reading and mentioned that there was something about me that my mom was concerned about, and she says, "Yeah, there's this birthmark thing that's on his finger, and it seems to be getting bigger." And she threw some cards. And she's like, "Listen, you gotta give him to the doctor like right now, like right now. Give him the doctor. Call immediately." And of course, I remember saying that because I'm not usually scary in my readings, I don't think, but she did, and it was melanoma, and it was going into stage 4. So he didn't lose his finger. But what Megan wanted to know is, she's like, why wouldn't his mother call you? Like, why wouldn't she tell you? And I gave her that answer, as people get scared. Um, Another time, and this is my sister-in-law, Kim, had this happen. She was working in a hospital. She's nursing and was on an elevator. And this young nurse came on the elevator and was clearly upset. And she said to her, they were alone in the elevator. She's like, "Why, honey, why are you so sad?" And she goes, and hey, when's the baby due? And she's like, "How do you know? How do you know I'm pregnant? I haven't told anybody. My husband and I are keeping it to ourselves." And she goes, "It doesn't matter." She goes, "What do you do?" She goes, "Well, that's the thing. The doctor says the baby's really not growing, or we're not sure if it's going to be okay." And she goes, "No, no, no. Baby's just really small." I see her. She's a beautiful baby, little girl, dark curly hair, a head of hair. "It's going to be fine. She's just little." And she goes, "Really? How do you?" She goes, "It doesn't matter how I know. Just trust me. You're going to be fine, honey. Maybe at the very end, you might be on bed rest for a couple of weeks, 10 days maybe, but nothing to worry about. Healthy baby." And so the nurse then began following her around like a puppy, and, do you see everything's okay? And is it all right? And she goes, "Yeah, yeah, really." And then, right about the time that she really started to show, she says, "Well, Kim called me." And she's like, "All right, explain something to me." She goes, "This woman was following me around everywhere, asking me questions. Are you sure? Is it okay?" Now she's showing. I go to get on the elevator a couple days ago. She looks at me. She gets off the elevator. And she goes, and then later on, I'm walking towards her in the hallway here. She turns around and doesn't even say hi and walks away. She goes, "The fuck is that all about?" I'm like, "You really don't know?" And she's like, "No, illuminate me." I said, "Well, I'll tell you." I said, "She's afraid that you are working with the devil." She's like, "What?" I said, "You heard me." I said, "She's afraid you're working with the devil." I said, "She probably told her mother or her aunt or someone that, someone knew that she was pregnant before she told anybody, and they told her to keep away." And she's, "You fucking kid." No, I'm not kidding you. I said, "Had it happened. I've gone into the grocery store. I've gone into, like, CVS, and seen someone I know from the shop, and they like literally have turned white and run. Now, not all of you guys do that. I'm not, but it's happened. And it's like, I'm gonna be like, "Hey, hey, Paula, hey, how's that affair with the married guy working out? You still with the married guy, right, Paula?" Like, I'm gonna be screaming at, it's nuts. But yeah, people are afraid of where you're getting your information from. It's why very often they want to see tarot cards. They want to see some sort of tool, because they want to think that it's the cards talking to you, and not, some entity, some dark energy that you might be making a pact with, And I'm sure that this woman and this young nurse, probably they said, "Oh, uh, the baby could owe a debt to the devil." I mean, I don't know. I don't know, but I know. I know how people think, and I know what they worry about. And staunch Catholics and Christians, they don't allow for reading cards. They don't allow for fortune telling. It's simply not allowed. It's you put your hands in the will of God, and that's how it's done. The fact the Bible is full of stories of prophets and seeresses and such, and King Solomon himself, the Witch of Endor, but it doesn't matter. And I'm cool with that. In fact, I've had people come in the shop very, very hesitant, and, "Oh, I've always wanted to do this, but, you do. Yeah, I do $5 10-minute readings." Like, "Oh, I don't know. I've always thought it was wrong." I said, "I'm going to help you out right here. I'm not going to read you. I'm not going to help you sin. If you think it's wrong, then it's wrong. Doesn't matter what I think. I'm not going to talk you into it. I don't need the $5. I don't need the private money, anything. It's okay. Don't get a reading, and you don't get one from me. I don't solicit. We don't solicit readings. You come in, you want one, that's great. But if some of you are having this issue, if it's ever happened, and I'm sure you'll tell me in the comments here, um, it's a weird thing, and people can get very, very weird. They get scared. Another time, though, it was really wonderful. I was reading a young woman, she's probably 26, 27, and she wanted to, thanks, Sam, she wanted to talk about her career. And very soon into the reading, her father came up, and then the strength card reversed, and some other cards. I'm like, geez, honey, is your dad okay? She's like, well, he did have surgery, and he's been in rehab, but he's actually almost through, and next week he goes for his last checkup, and he's clear. I said, oh, okay, that's good. I guess that's okay, sure. And I'm reading, and all of a sudden again, up again, and I'm like, sweetie, you sure your dad's okay, right? She's like, yeah, Laura. I mean, been through rehab, everything's okay. It's he's getting his last checkup. Nothing's been wrong. I'm like, all right. And we're talking, reading, and again it comes up, and I'm like, all right, that's 3 times. I said, look, what's your dad's name? And she told me, and I was like, wow, honey, I get this pressure in my chest, like, whoo, like someone's pushing down really hard. And she goes, well, it's not his chest. He was kind of the other end. And I said, okay. I said, listen, do me a favor. You're going to that appointment with your dad? She was like, I'm going to go to that appointment. I said, listen, tell the doctor that you had a nightmare, that your dad had a stroke, and it's bothering you, and would he please do a stress test? And she goes, I will, Laura, no problem. I'm like, okay, and I didn't think of it again. I got a phone call 10 days later, and she did do it. She did do the stress test, which he failed. And not only did he fail it, but the doctor said, boy, it's a good thing you had that nightmare, because he would probably, with the blockages that he's having, he probably would have had a stroke within the next 2 months. So, and it was nice that she called and let me know, and was grateful. For me, when negative things show up in the reading, it's because there could be a resolution. There's a way to circumvent or diminish the effects. I don't usually see something awful that there isn't a chance it could be changed. And more than a couple of times, I've done a reading, had people come back and say, you didn't tell me that I was gonna, lose my apartment. You didn't tell me that, my car was gonna blow up, or, and I'm like, if those things couldn't be avoided, it's not going to show up in the reading. Just like if there's no problem, there's not going to be anything in the reading. It's what's immediately in front of you, and that's how it goes. So I'm wondering, because I know so many of you do readings, what have you seen out there? What have you seen in your readings? Are people happy to get news, even if it seems negative? Or okay, well, no one is saying cutting in and out. Really? All right, just really quickly, tell me that it's still, because I've got Sam here. The last comment was 2 minutes ago. Guys, can you still see me? Because I'll restart the video. Anything? Really? Okay. Thank you, Greta. Okay, so I'm gonna assume we're still on. All right, so I don't know where else to take that. We are entering the sow see. We're in the sow season. We're entering it. It is next week. It doesn't feel as festive. I'm sure that's probably due to COVID. I guess there's no trick or treating going to be happening. It doesn't feel right, guys. Doesn't feel. It is a relatively solitary. Okay, thank you. Thank all of you. Good. The video's been fine. Thanks, Melanie. So it's not necessarily a festive holiday or a festive Sabbath. It's actually a very solitary. Usually, it's a communion with the ancestors. It is the Celtic New Year. A lot of divination, personal divination. This is when you want to throw cards for yourself. This is when you want to do some deep introspective work. Get the copal burning, get the incense going, leave out your treat for your beloved dead. Set up your ancestor shrine, your ancestor table, including the pets that have passed that you've missed. Copal does help facilitate the spirits. That's the incense usually you burn. And that's how the idea of trick-or-treating even began, was you would leave food outside the door so that any spirits that were roaming around would, in fact, have something to eat and leave you alone. And you wore costumes so that those spirits wouldn't recognize you and be able to bother you. So that's where those traditions came from. They're all steeped in pagan lore, of course. So a dumb supper is another thing. If you're having dinner, keep silent, but you put it played out for someone that's passed. You can put their picture there on the table if you want to. You'll be surprised how many times you will see the fork move. You will see things change. You invite them in and you sup with them silently. So that's, I'm sorry, here we go. Copal, C-O-P-A-L, Copal, Aaron. Oh, well, Holly, yeah, you would. Holly's very connected as a medium. Thanks, Jeff. Kelly, it's killing me. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be streaming from YouTube and Facebook. Not being able to see myself is killing me, though. It's crazy. It's like screaming into the void. Well, I do have a client who works for Johnson & Johnson, and she said that they're planning on lockdown like late fall. I'm trying to lend that no energy, but again, I don't have any power over that. It's concerning because, I mean, the small businesses that have survived this, late fall, that's going into the Christmas season, and Yule is a big time for all of us, and not just retailers. I mean, we're talking the restaurants and hairdressers and nails and florists, and think of all the businesses that are attached to travel. I mean, a lockdown again? I mean, come on, hey, Christina. Anyway, we're gonna hope that's not true. And again, a lot of it, and if someone says they know, I'm sorry, they're lying, because a lot of this is going to hinge on who wins the election and how we move forward. And I am not even going to touch that. I left running commentary yesterday from watching the debate, and I don't know. I just don't know what to say. Another way, I mentally survive it, and also just trying to financially. Oh my God. Yeah, yeah. Well, I guess plexiglass will save us all. Plexiglass. My daughter's working her way through college. She's in Florida. She's a waitress. Big place on the ocean that she waitresses at. They are not doing well. And the hairdressers having to disinfect in between clients. Uh, they're not doing well. They're not making anywhere near the money. Um, so yeah, I don't know. I don't know the answer. The answer is not to get sick either. We all worry for our kids, Kelly. They're not getting the education. I can tell you, uh, it's not good. None of this is good. I can't put a positive spin on this, and I'm not going to try. If one thing came out of it, if we got rid of the Chinese wet market, because if dogs went to hell, they would most certainly land in the Chinese wet market. If you've never seen it, go on YouTube and get prepared to just click it off really fast, because you can only bear about 10 seconds of it. Really, it's heinous. And if that's where this virus came from, and they're still doing that, I know our factory farming is not good, but it isn't that. Yeah. Oh, Jen, thank you for saying that. So I did want to add this. Man, I am a fly by your seat kind of girl. Fly by the seat of your pants kind of girl. Take chances, take risks. Life is short. Get out there, make things happen. And I'm saying this isn't the time. If you've got a secure job, hold on to that job. This isn't the time to make a move. If your marriage is secure, if you're in a secure relationship, even if you're miserably unhappy, but you're not being abused. And I'll tell you the miserably unhappy part for a lot of people is this Mars energy, this Mars pressure of being retrograde is compounding any frustrations you have. And it's almost like that, like, I gotta get out of here. I gotta get out of here, And you're coming in for readings saying this, I gotta get out of this job. I can't be in the house anymore with him. I can't take it. Like, but you can. But you can't. You took it for 20 years. You can take it for 2 more months. Trust me, okay? It's the energy that's making you feel this way. It may be a shitty marriage, it may be a shitty job, but stick it out right now. Security, the security of the family, maintaining a roof over your head, Those things matter right now. Let this play out. Wait till Mars gets out of retrograde, mid-November, November 17th, I think. Ironically, just about when Scorpio is over, is when Mars goes direct. It will shift then. Okay? Not sure what's going to shift to. It's okay, Christine. You started a new job. No big deal. Yeah. Hmm. I'm looking at this. I'm looking at Melanie's comments here. Yeah. Yeah. And I guess it goes hand in glove that people have a respect for the readings, which I appreciate. Um, oh my goodness. No, like school system closing down for a second. Yeah, my son goes to Shelton High, and they just had a 2-week closing because of 3 cases. So, and it just I don't know how parents who have young children are doing this, how they're working if they're not home based working, if they're trying to work outside the house and get to an office. I have no idea how they're doing it. None. I just it's horrible, really bad. So let's see. Hold on, one more comment here. Flying anxiety. Oof. Well, yeah, it's funny you ask that because I'm wearing Tiger's Eye right now, and Tiger's Eye is very empowering. I would probably wear Tiger's Eye, or carry a nice Tiger's Eye. It's also nice to have a Tiger's Eye stone under your driver's seat. Helps prevent accidents. Helps keep you safe when you're driving. Little bag of Angelica. I got to put together more driver's kits. I used to have a safe driving. Had a bunch of parents coming in who new drivers in the family, 16-year-olds. They wanted something, and I was making them. I mean, oh, wear hematite. Put a hematite ring on, Heidi. Do that, and that'll help calm some of that down. You're right. But what's interesting? We talk about um, Capricorn or Saturn and Capricorn going through institutions and industries. So the educational institution, people are looking at this, and Connecticut's one of the big homeschooling states. But it's funny that people who weren't thinking of homeschooling before are suddenly realizing, you know what, maybe I can just homeschool my kids. Driver's protection kits. Okay, Sha. Yeah, I need to do that. But putting a tiger's eye under your driver's seat is the start of that. But I had blessing oil to do the tires and the steering wheel and Angelica, a bag of Angelica, and a couple other things. I gotta look at my notes, my book of shadows. So actually, it's good to be contemplative. It really is. Because there's not a lot we can do about it right now until everyone's on the same page and everyone wants to take to the street or everyone wants to. We're not going to do it behind a keyboard. There's no way. Nothing's going to change. And there's a tipping point where enough people are out of work, enough people are not able to get health care for their children, enough people are in danger of being homeless. We're seeing that now. Kick the can doesn't work. All of this deferred rent wasn't the same as rent forgiveness. And a lot of people didn't realize that. It's not rent forgiveness. It's not car payment forgiveness. It's not mortgage forgiveness. It was deferred. So now you owe 3 months worth of rent instead of one. Now you owe, 3 mortgages or Hey, Tangi, how are you? Hi. You've been sassy too. Huh? You've been sassy. You doing? Hello? Hello? No? Yeah, whatever. So, guys, I think that's it. Any other questions? I'm going to, hold on. Hey, Robin. You can travel, Robin, right now, but, it's the 2-week quarantine. Afterwards, it's a pain. And then when you get there, you can't go there because you're in quarantine there too, in a lot of cases. So, I don't know. I don't know because the holidays are after this retrograde, and I'm not even going to try and say what's going to happen. because I don't know. It depends on who's in and what's happening. Some states are, oh, well, it's not to tell you. Some states are just all bets are off, and other states are locking it down. You know. So I do wish, though, the governors of Connecticut and New York would talk a little more about the fact that in Connecticut, 70% of the people that died did die because they were sent back into nursing homes. Older people put back in nursing homes, putting nurses in jeopardy, and the same thing happened in New York. So they really should talk a little bit more about how those deaths happened or who died. That's kind of important. We should know about that. I'm telling you now. For Christmas, oh boy. That's cute, Brett. I've seen those pins. I don't know, Robin. If you can put it off a couple more weeks, I would. And I know the fares just keep going up, but I'm thinking they'll stay low for now. I don't know. I can't advise you. I really can't advise you. I guess I want to say if you don't have to go, don't go. But there again, that's part of the holiday travel. That's part of the economy. That's going to get trashed again. So I know all my people that I read who are. Oh, good. No, Florida doesn't. You're right. They don't, Heidi. My daughter's down there. But when she came up here, she had to deal with it. Um, what was I going to say? Well, that thought went out of my head really quick, huh? No clue. Just left me. Oh, friends. I'm sorry. I don't remember now. Friends who do travel or planning, event planning. That industry is just shot. Obviously, the cruise lines. It's just wow. Done. Hey, Ashley. Yeah, it does. All right, with their cards. From Tarotscopes. So, as I always say, and there's some new people out there, I do a 6-card spread, and it is a triangle: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The first card is the situation. The next 2 are the immediate influences, and then the final 3 are influences and outcomes. Okay? Wow. There you go, Scorpio Jeff. I love that. Okay. Yay, everyone's yes. Oh. Yeah, that doesn't mean that, obviously if an amazing opportunity comes through, you shouldn't take it. And it's just in general, if you're secure, in general, this isn't the time to panic and leave a situation with nothing to go to. And that's what we're seeing is a half-cocked, running around like a chicken with your head cut off. That's not the way to go with this. So that is what I'm talking about. All right. So I'm going to start with Aries. And also, as I say every week, the reading, obviously, not every Aries is having issues at work. Not every Taurus is dealing with, mother-in-law problems, okay? But ask yourself if there's someone you're close to who is. I see it in my readings all the time. I'll be reading cards, and it's like, this isn't resonating, but yet this is what I'm seeing. And they're like, no, that's not happening to me at all. I'm like, ah. I said, well, what were you thinking about when I was shuffling the cards? Oh, my brother. And yeah, that's happening to him right now. Yeah. I'm like, okay, well, if you were thinking about him and he's front and center on your mind and he is your brother, there you go. So, if there's somebody you're worried about, someone you're concerned about, the reading may not be for you, it might be for them. I see that a lot. Okay. All right. All right. Aries Queen. Thank you, Erin. Thank you, Erin. Got a lot of new crafters that I'm buying from. And I found some really cool new wholesale sites that also support American families, American crafters. So that's pretty cool. I'm having fun with that. We have a whole bunch of new products we've put out and more coming, including auto protection kits. Okay, Aries, the first card that comes up, the Page of Swords, the Page of Wands reversed, and the Fool. And then we have the Chariot, we have the Three of Coins reversed, and the Seven of Cups. So obviously we have wands, we have coins, and money and creative opportunities, money and creative endeavors. And what I'm seeing here is strong action. Page of Swords talking about, I want to say it's almost like networking. Moving forward, the Fool and the Chariot. Moving forward, not sure how the money's going to flow, but certainly making forward steps. It's almost like, very much like it's someone's a full-time job, and then maybe you do readings on the side, maybe you craft something, maybe you are an energy worker, or whatever you might do, train dogs, walk dogs, you name it. Not sure how the money's going to flow, not sure, but the idea of transitioning into doing what you want to do and making some money. And there goes the whole thing. What the heck was that? All right. It was weird. Help me, Kelly. What sites? Okay. Hey, Lisa. Kelly, help me. What sites was I talking about? Okay. I'll be watching for the comments there. All right. Wholesale sites? I think that's what you mean, Kelly. I'll message me afterwards and we'll talk. Because yes, I'll gladly share wholesale sites. So for Aries, it also could be a little bit of a delay, and I'm going to say with the retrograde and Mars retrograde in Aries, which is very frustrating for a lot of you Aries in general, it's actually kind of slowed you guys down to where you really are contemplating more than you normally do. Aries is a very quick decision sign. But I want to say it's about making money where there wasn't money before. Going forward, even if the money isn't there, it's like build it and they will come. Moving forward, not being clear how it's going to pay for itself, not sure how, but yet you're doing it anyway. You're moving forward, new ventures, new ideas, new creative aspects. And what's important, you're talking about it. And that, as I always say, energy flows where your attention goes. If you're talking about something, sharing it on as your screensaver, make it paramount. Like really give it some thought, and you're going to see doors start opening. I had a young woman in earlier today who was talking about wanting to go to New York, and some opportunities had actually come forward. It was in the reading, and she was, oh yeah, okay, well, but if it's meant for you to happen this way, you're gonna be finding, what a cute child. What's the name? Oh, Brooklyn. You'll start seeing Brooklyn, license plates, advertisements. I mean, if you're meant to be there in that situation, trust me, you won't be able to ignore the signs. So with Aries, I'm going to say Aries talking about it, starting to say this, but this is what I want to do, and this is how I want to do it, and this is how I'm going to move forward, and I will just trust the money's going to come. All right, that's Aries. Alrighty, Taurus. All right, Taurus. Wow, okay, the World. Emperor reversed. The Ten of Cups reversed. The Two of Cups reversed. The Eight of Coins reversed. And the Five of Wands reversed. Wow. Well, when we see the World like that, it means somebody that wants a new life. Somebody who's ready for some big changes. Somebody who probably wants a do-over, second chance at a situation, or just an altogether new life. Now, the Emperor reverse makes me think this is more to do with career change than a relationship change. Again, I'm seeing the Eight of Coins reversed. Eight of Coins reversed is usually no longer being motivated by your job. You know, not feeling it, not feeling motivated. In fact, with the Ten of Cups reversed lying right next to it, I'm thinking you're working for your paycheck. You're just going in, going through the motions to pay the bills. And it does look Two of Cups reversed, Five of Wands reversed. If there's any debate, any disagreement, although it's a mistake to argue with a Taurus, you're not going to win. Don't do that. But you're not even talking about it anymore. You're not even discussing it. Unlike Aries, who is discussing the changes they want to make, Taurus isn't. They're done. They're done. And Taurus isn't usually a big debater unless they've got some heavy air placements in their charts. Most Tauruses really aren't big talkers. They make their plans, they make their decisions, and they'll let you know. Justice reversed. It's a situation that Taurus is tired of. It's not fair. They know it. And in this case, I'm going to say Taurus is there, like I said, because they're waiting through this time. But the Emperor reverse makes me think they're ready for a big change. They're ready for a whole career change, and they're biding their time, giving it to themselves. It's not for discussion. They're just. I'll throw one more card. Nine of Cups, wishes coming true. Taurus knows what it wants, and Taurus is going to get it, but it's going to wait for the time to be right. Taurus is ready for a. And that's funny because Taurus can get stuck in a rut. All the earth signs can, but it takes a lot. You got to make a Taurus really uncomfortable for them to want to make a big move. Taurus children are usually the children who don't like sleepovers, but you go sleep over their house. If they do a sleepover, they bring their pillow, their blanket. They like their creature comforts. Tauruses love their textiles. They touch things. They like soft fabrics. They're very sensory. They're very sensuous, actually. They're like Libra, ruled by Venus. That's the ruling planet. So a Taurus, they're going to make it an experience, no matter what's going on. Slow down and make it good. So that's positive. And even though they don't talk much, they don't miss much. It's an interesting sign. All right, they're paying attention to see what's going on. All right, Gemini. I have the Ace of Cups reversed. First card. We have the Moon, and we have the King of Swords. Then we have Death, the Page of Cups reversed, and the Sun reversed. All right, well, Aries, listen to me. Gemini, King of Swords, swords are air. You're on this with logic and precision. What's going on? Well, Death is laying next to the Moon, next to Page of Cups reversed. Oof. Someone's keeping secrets. They're hiding shit. Ace of Cups reversed. You're on it. Sun reversed. Someone's either pretending they're doing well and they're not. It could be that simple. Someone could be doing drugs and they think they're fooling people. But there's a sense of something going down, something failing, something ending, and you know it. You know it, Gemini. You're sure of it. And you're not, again, just like I said, Scorpio can detach their emotions, though the air signs do that easily. The air signs can detach emotionally. No one better than an Aquarius, mind you, but Gemini and Libra are right behind them. They can detach if they have to. Page of Cups, Knight of Cups reversed. Yeah, you're concerned. And it looks like it's a young man you're concerned about, but the Knight of Cups reversed. If someone's not doing the right thing. These cards wouldn't make me think of infidelity. And that's been a big topic in the readings, boy. Wow. Doesn't speak to infidelity because everything's being revealed. And it's It's the season. It's what's going on. I don't know. I'll have one more card here. Page of Coins. Someone's not doing right. Money's being spent where they think they're hiding it from you, or they think that they're it's not even breaking your heart though, Gemini. It's not like it's just a matter of, wow, you really thought you could pull this off, or you really thought you could pull the wool over my eyes, or you really thought you were gonna get away with it. I know what you're up to. All right. Very Scorpionic, by the way, but Gemini is acting like a Scorpio in this instance. All right. Cancer. It's killing me that I can't see myself. It's just killing me. All right. And let me just see, is anybody? Oh, here we go. Okay, I will. Christine, message me. As far as online sites, no. I'm talking about a wholesale sites that I buy from. Okay. So you usually need to have a business license or a tax number, but yeah, you can definitely support. Okay, Cancer. First card up is the Eight of Swords. Ugh. Ace of Swords reversed, Magician reversed. Oh. Two of Swords, Ten of Swords reversed, Hierophant reversed. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, Cancers, these suck. All right. To have the Eight of Swords first card up, it's really a card of just being. It can be a card of miscarriage. It can be a card of just. But imagine that. Imagine you really want something, it gets ripped away from you. That's the energy. Something you really want to have happen, and it just doesn't. It's rock in a hard place, Two of Swords, and I get the sense that this is about disappointment in somebody who probably said they were going to do something and then didn't come through. That's the feeling I'm getting here. You're not talking about it, you're not bringing it up, but you really thought that person was going to do what they said they were going to do. You're going to be okay. Ten of Swords reversed, you'll get out of it. Hierophant reversed, won't be the same relationship. Lovers reversed, Three of Cups. For Cancer, this is something that could actually throw you into the arms of somebody else. Really, if you let's say you're married and your husband said, I'm going to do this, and I promise I'll stop drinking. I'll promise and then they don't. It's kind of like, you know what? I'm going to go over this way. And I don't, I'm not, again, I'm just, it's the Ten of Swords reversed, the Magician reversed, just losing faith. Hierophant reversed, unconventional behavior. Yeah, Cancer, this could actually cause you to behave in a way that's. Cancer is all about the family, first of all about the kids, all about the family. But in this case, if the kids are grown and you were planning a retirement, you were planning all this stuff, and all of a sudden you might say, whoa, you can't even keep your word about this. Why would I retire with you? But here's the thing, Cancer has someplace else to go. I say that it doesn't have to be another person. It would be like a matter of another relationship. But there's someplace else you can go where you're appreciated and people don't lie to you. And that's the direction you're heading in, Cancer. You're not going to tolerate disrespect. You're not going to tolerate people letting you down. You're tired of that shit, although it hurts again. It hurts. And it's a tough decision to make, rock in a hard place. Damned if you do, damned if you don't, but you're going to take care of you, Cancer. All right? And that's what you need to do. I've had that talk with a lot of people in my readings where they're talking about the father, they're talking about this person. I'm like, you know what? They chose their path. Stop worrying about them. Stop worrying about what this is going to do to them. They've made their decisions. You focus on you, okay? Focus on you. It's the only person you can focus on. There's no little children who are going to be harmed. Then you focus on you. I wouldn't jeopardize a young family. I wouldn't, not what's coming up, possibly, potentially. But if there's no little kids that could be hurt, And you're done with your responsibilities in that regard, take care of you. Because nobody else is gonna. Anyway, I always, this is awful, I know. And I am divorced twice, but did you ever wonder about some of these pictures, the anniversary pictures in the newspapers where they're, celebrating 70 years of marriage, celebrating, and how many of those pictures, these people just look like, oh, would you die already? I mean, they're miserably, and there's others that aren't, obviously in love, obviously happy with each other. But so many of them, these people look fucking wretched. And I'm like, God, it reminds me of, I ran track, but I ran the 220, I ran sprints and relays. And I always wonder about these distance runners because you're watching cross the finish line and it's like they're dead. And a lot of them, there's terrible things that happen to your body when you run like that. And you're like, oh my God, and they're doing it for a t-shirt. They're doing it for, I'm like, oh my God, it's a horrible thing. They're crawling across that. Marriage shouldn't be that. Marriage shouldn't be a run to the finish line where you're half dead just to cross a line to get a t-shirt, Ooh, I didn't leave my marriage. I put in 70 years of what? Bullshit? Misery? Please. Okay. So, Cancer, Leo. Leo. Damn. Seven of Swords. Gossip, talk, negativity. Six of Coins reverse. The Devil. 10 of Wands. 6 of Wands. 2 of Coins. For Leo, short version of this, when I look at it, is working in a place or in a department or with people very negative. There for the money, of course. Toxic environment, taking it, 10 of Wands, dealing with it, but planning their escape. 6 of Wands is a card of advancement, career again. 2 of Coins, juggling money. Even if it means you make less money, but it gets you out of a department and could, in fact, add to your resume, you're thinking of taking it, and you should. Okay? I'm sorry, I'm going to just quickly see. Good for you, Autumn. No, Capricorn's nowhere near yet. Yep, right now we are on Leo. Okay. Yeah, I buy from local. I don't consign. I pay cash. We do in-store readings. Yep, we do. I have a fair on Saturday. I do $5 10-minute readings on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Sunday, and then I do privates. So I'm looking, and phone readings, reading all over the world. It's so cool. All right, getting back to Leo. Leo is looking at a way to advance, even if it means the advancement comes without a raise. It gets him out of a toxic situation. The Devil. Seven of Swords, always going to be toxic stuff going on, toxic talk. A lot of pressure on Leo. A lot of pressure. 2 of Wands. I love the 2 of Wands. I love it because it is that job that drops in your lap. The 2 of Wands is usually professional affiliation. Wands again, professional affiliation. Creative energies, it's that call you get out of the blue. Hey, I heard you looking and we need someone where I am. Put an application in. I'll put in a good word for you. Or, hey, I need somebody to come work for me. It's that job that just drops in your lap, that opportunity that just through professional affiliation, your peers, co-work, someone that you worked with in the past, really coming through. So Leo, advancement, again, new title, which Leos love, new title. But definitely advancement. I'm not sure the money's going to follow right away, but gets you out of a toxic situation, moves you out of something that is making you very unhappy. A lot of pressure on you, and it looks like the pressure's off once you make this move. And again, it doesn't look so much a new job. Could be, but it almost looks like a lateral move or a lateral move that could go up. Sometimes you're in a department where there's no way to go, there's nowhere up to go, slide into another department, and then there are 2 or 3 positions. It depends on where you work. But definitely getting better. All right, and we have Virgo. All right, Virgo. You guys have been getting hammered, by the way. Virgos this week, whoa. Wow. Not cool. All right. Okay. Virgo, liberation, the judgment card. Okay. Nine of Swords, Six of Swords, Seven of Wands, Ten of Coins reversed, Four of Swords. All right. What am I seeing? Well, I mean, judgment is freedom, making decisions, signing contracts, a lot of anxiety. Nine of Swords is like crushing anxiety around this decision because the Six of Swords is big relocation, big move, big transfer. Usually it's travel across a body of ocean or a big body of land. So it'd be like an East Coast, West Coast move, moving out of a country, moving out of a state, maybe, but it's a big move. And a lot of anxiety, and I'm going to say probably with the Seven of Wands and the Judgment card, signing contracts, beginning looking at negotiations. Ten of Coins reversed has me thinking that Virgo's worried about where they're going to live, how they manage the financials, about new place to live. But the Four of Swords covering that is relief. Is it's like you'll be happy to go. You'll be happy to go despite the fact you don't know where you're going. You might be going into a company apartment. You may have to take a temporary apartment while you find a house. But there's this sense of, where do I live? Where will I live? And Virgo, being in the sign, wants solidity in that way. And look, it's here. It may be a quick move that you've got to make. That it's a big move. And then there's just no time to find a place. So you yeah. Four of Wands reversed. It really looks like it's time to go. It looks like Virgo. It looks like it's time to make that move. Time to. And I know what I just said about not making moves. I heard myself. Believe me. But this would be a big ass move. This is the big transfer. And it looks like you've been looking at for a while now, because it's been in negotiation for a while. And that's not the same thing as making a quick, off-the-cuff decision. That's what I'm talking about. You don't want to do anything quick. If you've been in negotiations for 3 months, well, of course, if it opens up, you're going to take it. If you've been bidding on houses, or you've been, and then a house you love comes up, and of course, you're going to make that move. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about making quick decisions. You're not thinking through because you feel pressured. All right? So, and that's one way to kill a Virgo, man. Put pressure on them, make them make a decision that they can't take time to read the contract, study the manual, or just figure it out. They need to process. Virgo likes to process. All right? All right, Megan. That's exciting. Oh, did the video freeze, guys? Tell me. Yes, thank you, brother. Absolutely. Okay, it's freezing for some of you. I don't know what to say. I also have Comcast coming in Monday to do a whole upgrade on the building and the internet services. So hopefully that'll be in time for us to start. You're welcome, Janice. Get some sleep. Hopefully, should upgrade the system, and then we start doing more streaming, more videos. We got classes coming up. We'll talk about that in a minute. But anyways, all right. I am looking at Virgo, looking at Libra. Okay, Libra, Three of Swords reversed, anxiety. Seven of Coins reversed, Four of Cups, Queen of Wands, the High Priestess, and the Empress reversed. Okay. Well, we start off Libra, anxiety. Seven of Coins reversed, and the Four of Cups. To me says, I know what I got to do, but I don't want to do it. I know what this is going to take, and I don't want to deal with it. Damn. These cards can be read one of two ways. One is, Libra, how is your mother? Is your mother ill? You may be dealing with a difficult decision as far as your mom is concerned. I'm concerned about that. You may be looking at a difficult decision with your mom in terms of care, in terms of yeah. And it's something that, again, it's like I know what I gotta do, but I want to deal with it. And it's like not only do I know, but I just feel it in my bones. The High Priestess intuits. The Queen of Wands is action. Um, this is about being lazy. This is about being scared and anxious about something. You don't want to get it wrong. You don't want to get it wrong. Now the other thing is the Empress reverse is a woman out of power. So Libra, if you've not been feeling well, okay, if it's you, you know you get to a doctor. You need to get to a doctor. Stop the delay. You know what you gotta do. Maybe you have a surgery that's necessary. Maybe you have something you've got to get through a procedure. You got to do it. Okay, and a lot of anxiety, but and I maybe some time off from work here. I don't know, but it's time. Stop putting it off. Okay. I'm looking here. I'm looking at Melanie's. Okay. Melanie, it should, again, by middle of November, it should start to move forward again. And pretty quick. Because don't forget, Saturn has moved now from Capricorn and is in Aquarius, where it's going to shift this energy. I talked about it last week. But I want to finish with Libra. So this is definitely worries about a female. This is whether it's yourself or a mother or a sister. And it's something that has to be dealt with, and it's really, it's anxiety provoking. There's no death, but it's also nothing easy about this. And you not only do you know it logically, but you're feeling it intuitively that this is not something you can wait on any longer. Okay, Libra? If it's yourself, you do for a checkup, go get a checkup. Doesn't mean anything bad's going to happen. I'm not saying that. But it's time to get a checkup. It's time to get something taken care of. Stop stalling. All right, Scorpio. Scorpio. My dog is, come on, what? Noah, sit down, relax, okay? Sit down. Scorpio, we have the Wheel of Fortune reversed. We have the King of Wands reversed. We have the King of Coins, the Four of Coins, the Knight of Wands, the Eight of Cups. What do I see? All right. Well, the sense of the wheel reverse, which is tired of waiting. Honestly, Scorpio's tired of waiting. King of Wands reverse. That's usually the male workaholic, and it's the King of Coins. It's like you've been spinning your wheels for a while now. Okay, spinning your wheels in place and tired of it. The Four of Coins, the Knight of Wands is bringing in a new creative energy, that's new creative energy, and it's not news of it. It's actually new opportunities. Four of Coins. There's concerns about money. Not gonna lie, there's concerns. But the Eight of Cups, man, it's transfer. The Eight of Cups is movement, leaving home. And I'm saying this because I even my own kid, my own daughter will say, were you thinking of me when you were reading for Pisces? Or she's like, were you thinking of me? I'm like, no, I'm really not. I'm reading the cards. Okay, I'm not personalizing these to anybody. This is what and I'm telling you what the cards are. Look them up yourself. You can, the Eight of Cups, that's what they mean. Leave them home. Knight of Wands, new opportunities coming in, creative opportunities. Some concerns about money, some concerns about probably security, but man, this is the King of Coins. I'm going forward. I'm hardworking. King of Wands. I'll make it happen. I'll keep working. I mean, no Scorpio is going to tolerate not making it happen. No Scorpio is going to spin their wheels forever. No, it's not going to happen. As an opportunity comes up, they're going to take it. This is very Scorpio. The Hermit reversed. I'm not talking to anybody about. I'm not asking permission, and I'm not talking about it. I'm making this decision on my own. Scorpios do that. They really aren't ones for let's have a talk. I think girls, let's all get together. No, that's not a Scorpio thing. Play groups and big sharing groups. I don't know, whatever. I wasn't really a big play group person either when my kids were little, but That's not a Scorpio thing at all. They don't work by committee that way. They make their decisions, they honor their decisions, and they move forward. Good for you, Scorp. Show us how it's done, guys. All right. Sagittarius. I got the Five of Cups. Queen of Swords. Strength. Tower. Queen of Cups reversed. Eight of Wands reversed. All right. You know what, guys? I gotta leave for 1 second. My dog is over by the door losing his mind, and I don't want to clean up the mess that might be happening. Give me 1 second, please. Talk amongst yourselves. I'll be right back. Get outside, Noah. Go on, head out. Go. Go on. Look, Bobby. God. Sorry about that. I ate a whole bunch of food while I was getting ready, and all right, I'm cleaning that mess up. Okay, Sagittarius. We start off with the Five of Cups, and that is a card of regret, crying over spilt milk, really having a hard time getting over something. The Queen of Swords and Strength. I'll tell you what this looks like. Just glancing at it would be someone who leans very hard on their mother, has always leaned on their mother, and then their mother isn't there for them. Leaning on someone that you counted on, and they're not there anymore. I'm saying the Tower next to the Queen of Cups reversed. And it really feels like this is all you, Sag. Now, Sag is one to do that committee stuff. Unlike Scorpio, I'll handle this on my own. I'll keep this pain to myself. Sag is one type like to get the girls together and let's drink wine and talk this out. That would be a Sag thing. Both the men and the women. They're very gregarious. They're friendly. They're the gypsies of the zodiac. But don't forget, gypsies travel in groups. They're happy with people. They like that. And it looks, Sagittarius, like someone that you've always counted on to be there can't be there right now. And it's just devastating. It's really devastating. Now the focus on career, Eight of Wands, that's the cards are saying, focus on your career. But a lot of sadness around someone very, very strong and something happening to possibly someone who'd been sick. The Tower is never good, laying next to the Queen of Coins, Queen of Cups reversed. And that really does speak to, it could be a woman who's an alcoholic gets into a car accident, DUI. It could be that, because the Queen of Cups can be that. A female with addiction issues, a female who's got mental health issues, a female who's, and it's all coming down now. All coming down now. And all you can do, what did I say? Focus on you. As sad as it is, as hard as it is, people bring stuff on themselves. Focus on you, your career. Move forward. All right, you may be sad, may hurt you. Looks like there's horrible regrets here. I don't see this as being anywhere near the Sagittarian's fault, mind you, but it's not you, it's around you. And all you can do is move forward. It looks like somebody brought something on themselves. And hey, my brother, hello. Oh, honey. Okay. My brother. All right, I was talking about you earlier, Mike, and your work with the ancestry. All right, Sagittarius, Capricorn. Capricorn, you guys have been riding high, I must say. Been nice. And now that Saturn has left your sign, I think the pressure will be off. And I think Saturn's brought most of you to a really good place. Saturn's driving you. Saturn is that taskmaster, that harsh teacher, father time, karma. Saturn's a bitch. But if you do the right thing, Saturn rewards you. Saturn rewards hard work. Wherever your Saturn is in your chart, that's where your lessons lie. Okay? In my chart, it's in my 7th house of marriage and partnerships. Guess where I learned all my lessons from? So much fun. So much fun. I could just kill myself. All right, Capricorn, 3 of Wands reversed, the 9 of Wands reversed, and the Ace of Wands, the Knight of Coins reversed, Temperance, and the King of Cups. Well, first of all, I'd like to say on behalf of Capricorns everywhere, I hope the balance is coming because after a lot of hard work, a lot of training and really hard work, Capricorns have been on it for almost 3 years. Saturn stayed in Capricorn a very long time. Usually it's 2.5 years, but more like 3 this time around, plus the retrograde. Whew, wow. So I'm going to hope the balance comes in because love is coming in. King of Cups, covering the Temperance, which is balance, and all that hard work being finally some romance, some fun. Capricorns always got their eye on the money, always looking to improve. Goats climb. They climb the mountains, and that's what goats do. That's what Capricorn does. So Capricorn's already looking at what's the next mountain? What's the next hill to get over? What's the next, what's the next step up? And yeah, and that's okay. Nothing bad here. I love the Ace of Wands because it has you supported. Ace of Wands has you supported even as you're learning new things. And the Wands are career. So I'm looking at 3 of Wands reversed, 9 of Wands reversed, Ace of Wands. So yeah, learning new things, wondering if you've got what it takes. That's 9 of Wands reversed. Ooh, do I know everything I need to know? I need to do more training on this. Before I can move forward, I've got to get more information, more training. But you're supported, okay? You're supported. So, and it is learning new things and moving forward. Money will come later, because you're doing a lot. But money for a lot of you has been good. It's just it's going to get better. But I would love to know that after all of this hard work, after almost 3 years of brutal energy, I'd love to know some balance is coming in the way of romance and fun and good stuff. Okay? I think it is. Aquarius. I love Aquarians. You guys have been getting hammered too. Aquarians and Virgos. And Geminis. I will say those 3 have been getting hit hard. All right. So, Aquarius. Okay. We have the Hangman. Okay. We have the 6 of Cups. And we have the Ace of Coins reversed. The Queen of Coins reversed. The 9 of Coins. The 5 of Coins. Oof. All right. That's a lot of contradictory cards. So let's break it down. Hangman is always good. It's delayed gratification. It's eating dinner before you get dessert. It's waiting. It's putting yourself second for the sake of the family unit. I always say the Hangman is the kid who knows his parents are struggling to put him through college, so he doesn't go for spring break. He gets a part-time job, pays for his books. It's the mother who goes without or buys her clothes from Goodwill so she can put new clothes on her kids' backs. It's that card of I'll sacrifice myself for the greater good, for the family unit. And that's what we're seeing here. However, 6 of Cups has you wanting to go. Aquarius, you want to travel, you want to go. And it is financial needs that are holding you back right now. Okay? And it would seem that it's almost like there's a struggle between 2 energies. It could be husband and wife, it could be, but where the money's being spent, where's the money going to go? And I want to say that one of the partners has a real fear of losing everything. And the other, 9 of Coins, we're fine. We're fine. Some people, they can be down to their last $100,000 in the bank and, they're going to go broke. Oh my God, I'm down to, 10,000 in the bank. It's all over for me. And that's what I'm seeing. It's like, it's fine. But somebody is really, let's even say you want to retire. Retire and move. No, can't retire yet. Got to work a few more years. You know, you can't. I hear that. I hear that in readings. He can't retire yet. We need more money. It's like, whoa, this guy's living to retire. You know, he wants to retire now. He doesn't want to be 72. He wants to be 67 and retire. And it's like, no, 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 he can't. He can't retire till I can retire. Like, whoa, okay. Reminding me why I hate marriage. Okay. Sorry, I just wow. Um, yeah. I'm all about shared decisions and all that, but when someone starts saying you can't, you woof, like oil and water for me. Aquarius, you know what you want to do. You're doing the right thing. You're waiting till the right time. You're trying to make everybody happy. Um, but you're going to be fine, and you need to find a way to get your needs met and not ruffle the feathers. But you still gotta move forward because you're ready to go. You're ready for something new, but it looks like it's a package deal, and you're not ready yet for the package. Or conversely, it could be that you're with somebody who wants to buy a second home, and you're like, wait a minute, no, it's we don't have the money for that, you know. But there's definitely a push me, pull me with money and movement, and it doesn't feel like a car. It feels more like a second home. It feels more like, um, yeah, can't sell the house you're in yet, that sort of thing. And it's like, well, you gotta give it a little more time. But I'm gonna say Aquarius is seeing things clearly. I will say that, okay? And I'm not worried, um, because your logic is outweighing somebody else. And it's almost like air and earth, you know? It's like, yeah, air sign Aquarius with like an earth sign. And really just it's really hard to get this to resonate. Aquarius Virgo, that can be tough, you know? Um, Again, Aquarius doesn't like to be locked down. Aquarius and Capricorn can get along really well, actually. Um, Aquarius and Taurus is tough. That is a really hard. Aquarius, Taurus, Aquarius, Virgo are tough. Because Aquarius, at the end of the day, they start choking on it. You start locking them down, they're choking. And like I always say, Aquarius, Gemini, and Sagittarius, the three amigos, those three signs resonate. They love an open road and good companionship and good conversation, and they're happy. That's what they want. You start locking them down, and oof, not a good idea. So, all right, Pisces. I'm looking to see if anybody else commented. All right, Pisces, here we go. Okay. Five of Swords, the need to get outside help, outside advice, outside opinions. Knight of Swords, the Star. Nine of Cups, King of Swords, Ace of Swords reversed. All right, the way I read these cards, the quick view is getting outside help, getting outside information, and then running with it. Knowing that it's like I suspect this is the right thing to do. I just want to double check with my financial person, with my lawyer, and then you go with it. And I'm gonna say, less said the better. But it's time to move forward. And I gotta tell you, the Nine of Cups is very lucky. It's just got a lot of good auspicious reasons to do this. King of Swords, again, watery Pisces, emotional Pisces, thinking logically. Okay, this is the Pisces who's the business person, like myself. Talisman is my fourth business. This is Pisces using the brain, and again, making sure, talking to the accountant, talking to the lawyer, talking to whomever, and really making strong, positive decisions quickly. And the star is shining on it. The Nine of Cups is right there. The Knight of Swords is new, fresh information. Yep, Here you go, green light, run forward. King of Swords, strong action, quick action. Ace of Swords reversed, don't talk about it. All right, but it would be wrong not to move forward too. The Ace of Swords is reversed is saying, yeah, don't put the brakes on this once you got the green light, and don't expect that door to stay open forever. Don't expect that it's going to be a forever thing, that you've got all the time in the world. You don't. You get in the clearing, time is now, you go. You want to go wait 6 months for it to happen because you're scared? It may not be there anymore. Right? Hey, Ann. But don't do it. Just make sure you have all the backup information. Make sure you've got everything you need in terms of forms, everything you need in your, and then move forward. Now, could it be like, I hate to say this because there's no broken hearts here. It really feels more like a money making, business making, education, anything cerebral, not so much emotional. So it doesn't feel like a divorce, but it does feel like possibly starting a new business. But man, it would be a big thing. It'd be a big thing. Like it's setting up an LLC. It's setting up. Yeah, I can't. I just It's big. All right. So you want to make sure you have all the information in place, and then you go forward. All right, guys. That's the Tarotscopes for this week. I had something else I wanted to talk about, and of course, it's out of my head completely. And it's funny because I'm working on something big, so I like that for myself too. It's Pisces. And I am waiting for one more piece of information, and then I can move forward. Oh, classes. I want to talk about classes. So what are we working on? I can't do classes at the shop, but I teach tarot. I teach different divination classes. Had people come in. The back room is small. There's no way we can socially isolate. There's no way I can give that kind of space, and I don't want to. And I am very hands-on when I teach. I'm leaning over people, and that's just not safe. What we've been doing, I've been doing with Andrea, I've done it 2 or 3 times now, is the Talisman After Dark videos that we just talk about really whatever's going on, what she's seeing in her readings in Boston. But I want to incorporate the other readers in that and start doing it every Saturday. Just having that, and I've been talking to the other readers about working their schedules around staying late and doing the video. Which I would have to have China probably filming it because it'd be around the table. I can't that can't be done on a laptop like this. I'm also talking about doing a class, and I plan to do this class. I've been talking about it for almost a year now, which I've tentatively called the Young Witches Club, and that's just because I'm a little tired of hearing the phrase baby witch. It's like nails on the chalkboard. It's not, you're not a baby witch. There are no baby witches unless they are literally just born. Under the age of 5, okay, you can be a baby witch. But if you're new, you're new. That's fine. Say that. But you're not a baby. That indicates some lack of maturity that is really unsavory in this path. We don't present weak, and that's what baby says. And I need help, and I'm needy, and feed me, burp me, change my diaper. And like, no, we're not doing that. No one's going to do that. So, anyways, Young Witches Club. I've got a group of 18 to 24-year-olds that they are practicing their faith. They are their faith, their path, however they call their path, and their deity. And they don't mind being on video. And we're going to do a class. We're going to do classes, weekly classes or bi-weekly, probably twice a month, going over the principles of witchcraft and paganism, and how we do what we do, things like dressing a candle. There'll be homework assignments. People can follow along at home. It's not going to be charged for it. How we make different oils, what we do, and then having them do things and bring them in. I got it in my head. It's a whole curriculum, and it should be good. I'm not an initiated witch. I'm not one of the Alexandrian, Gardnerian, Cabot, British traditional. I'm not in those categories. I'm a practicing hedge witch, 30 years. That is the oldest eclectic solitary path out of England. So it's not like, I can't give you a certificate at the end of a year saying, oh, now you're officially this, your first degree. Not going to happen. You need to be in one of those other paths for that. However, it'd be really fun. I think it's going to be really good. I love these kids and young people. So that's what we're planning on doing. Lots of new stuff in the shop. I mean, lots of new stuff. I mean, I've got a huge book and card order coming in. Just placed that. I got some really cool statuary coming in from Harry Leaf. Um, more jewelry. Lots more jewelry, actually. I'm trying to think what else. Oh, stuff. Lots of stuff. Oh, God. And then, I'm like, China's going to die. We have a line of perfume that China's put together. Some really cool new perfumes. Going to be great. We have some full moon, new moon kits, candles, really cool candle that we're making in house. And by we, I mean China. Anything with smell has to be on her end. I have no sense of smell. So I do the stuff that doesn't require scent. Alrighty. So, like the full moon wishing powder, that's me. Oh, Shaw. All right, TNG. All right, yeah, everyone can attend. It's gonna be good. Pendulums. Oh my God, showed me a prototype for a new pendulum that she's coming up with. It is gorgeous. Nothing like it. They're just beautiful. Move like a dream. I mean, they're just fantastic. I can't even, they're just really cool. So lots of good new stuff coming up. All right, guys, thank you for being here tonight. I appreciate you, and please take care of yourselves. This is not going to get easier. In fact, the pressure is going to keep pushing down as Mars retrograde and Mercury retrograde. It's making communication hard. It's making it hard to breathe. I mean, I'm not going to lie. For a lot of us, it really feels like it's bad. It's like nailing your foot to the floor. It really is, and frustrating watching someone do that, and you're frustrated. And you can't do anything about it. All right, get plenty of sleep, eat well, and behave yourselves. I'll talk to you later. Bye, guys.